Today is day 19. Did a video yesterday where I talked about my recovery and talked about walking, and today is beautiful. It's December here, and so there's snow on the ground, but today is nice enough right now in the early afternoon to get outside and try to do a little bit of walking. So here I am, got a little bit of a breeze, and I've got a walking stick for stability, but I'm outside and excited to feel the sun and get some air. So yesterday we talked about medication, constipation, and supplementation. As I thought about that after I uploaded the video, I thought it was kind of funny that those were the topics anyway. But so today I wanted to talk about some of the things I've been using to help me be mobile. Maybe this will help you plan for what items you need to prepare for your surgery for when you get home. And primarily I mentioned walking sticks. I'll put it in a timeline. So go to the hospital and we make sure we ask for a prescription for a walker, and I asked for a prescription for a toilet seat riser. The toilet seat risers that I saw were just these little padded things that sat on the toilet seat. And some of the negatives of that were I'm quite tall, and they didn't look to be tall enough, and they're these blow molded plastic construction, and in order for them to have any strength and stability to them, the inner diameter was very small, and I was worried that it wouldn't be a fit. So I made sure I asked for a prescription for a toilet seat riser. So I left the hospital and was able to come home. I live 2 hours from where the surgery was. We have a local medical supply dealer that we were able to fax the prescriptions to. They were approved, they were fulfilled. We had family go and pick them up. So day one at home, I had a walker. Just like you picture, two wheels on the front, kind of tall, adjustable, and mine's adjusted to the max height, and a toilet seat riser, which was a standalone. It wasn't just an item that sat on top of the toilet, but it was a standalone, kind of looked like a really wide walker with 4 feet on it, and it was adjustable, and a little back, and a high toilet seat with a sleeve that went from that toilet seat down into the actual toilet below it. So that was very useful to have. And then at home I had walking sticks, and I used the walker and I had a prescription for a back brace. I think that's pretty standard with back fusion. And if I wasn't in bed, I had the back brace on. So day one from being at home, back brace all the time. I used the walker for every step, and every time I stood up, every time I sat down, I would use it to go into the restroom, and I used it to stand up and sit down on the riser. And it was probably about day 5 when I walked a little bit with just some sticks. I used the walker to get up and just tried walking a little bit, shuffling with just the sticks. Not very sturdy, not very stable. And kind of graduated from the walker when walking. I still used it to stand up and sit down, to the walking sticks probably about day 10, and then started walking without the sticks here and there, as long as I was feeling pretty good, about day 15. And didn't have the walker all the time. Once I didn't have the sticks all the time, I was able to increase my speed and distance, made walking a little bit easier. I'll come back to that. And I was able to get my steps up every day, so I could increase the amount that I was doing. And if you look at my watch, you can see that the steps over the last 7 days have been more or less increasing every day, and that's what I'm going for, is an overall increase. You know, some days aren't going to be as good as others, but if I can just get an increase on most days, that's what I'm going for. And today's a Tuesday. Beginning yesterday, I was released for part-time at-home work. So I was able to get on the computer and work some yesterday, and did the same today for an hour longer today. And it's in the early afternoon, and my part-time workday is done. And I saw this outside, and I thought, what an opportunity to get out and feel a little bit normal again, feel like I'm healing, feel like I'm progressing, and just remember what it's like to have a little bit of time and outside of the house and a little bit of fresh air. And again, I kind of showed the view I've got here, and quite nice. Quite nice. So I wanted to bring you on a little walk, explain a few more things that might be valuable to you, in addition to yesterday's couple of points that we talked about. So thanks for taking a walk with me. And if you're going through the process, no matter where you are on your timeline, as soon as you're able, get up and, shoot for 200 steps that day, and then shoot for some more the next day. If you can't do that the next day because you overdid it, that's okay. But over a week's time, just shoot to increase a little bit every day, and count that as a win, and just keep progressing. So thank you. Have a good day. I am. Bye now.